Hey there, I'm Josh, and this week I'm going to be just joshing around doing another... That's weird. Thought someone was going to pop out of there.
It's an unboxing video.
Why are you so small?
Yeah, sorry there, big guy. Since the box is a little smaller, I thought I'd shrink myself down, and well, I guess I went too far. And now I don't know how to get back to normal size.
To be quite honest, I really wasn't expecting to be doing another unboxing video so soon. I also wasn't expecting to come home one day and see this saw sitting on a table in my workshop with a note attached to it saying Happy Early Father's Day / birthday. But that's just how awesome my wife and kids are. And I'm certain it has something to do with the fact that ever since I got my new table saw a short time ago, I haven't been able to shut up about how much I love it. Couple that with the fact that shortly after I got the table saw, I started looking into all of Delta's other products and stumbled across this little beauty, and I immediately fell in love. This is the 12-inch Delta Cruzer dual bevel sliding miter saw, and it is fantastic. Now, before you ask, no, I'm actually not sponsored by Delta. Not yet anyway. But so far I do really like their products. And this miter saw is so packed with features, it's ridiculous. In fact, it's so full of features and adjustments and locking mechanisms and such that I mistakenly thought that front lever there was to unlock it so I could slide it and adjust the miter angle. And that's why it's always a good idea to read the instruction manual, kids. Anywho, the most prominent feature of this saw has to be the robotic arms. Though I'm noticing a somewhat alarming connection between these Delta saws in the Terminator universe. First there's the T2 connection with the table saw, and now these robotic arms. Heck, next I'm going to find out that Delta is owned by a shell corporation known as Cyberdyne Systems. Wait a minute, what the heck? Look how similar the logos are! I'm telling you guys, there might be something to this. Anywho, the engineering design of these arms is just super cool, and they're so solid that there's absolutely no slop or play in the travel on the saw. Plus, each arm has a set screw in the hinge that allows you to adjust the tension, so that's pretty nice. This little workpiece clamp is nice to have if you need it, and it's much nicer than the one that was on my old miter saw. Here you can see that I still don't know what that front lever was for. Again, always read the manual. The fence is fully adjustable to allow for bevel cuts, and each side is removable. There's a little multi-tool clamped on the back of the right side that you can use for quick blade change out or any sorts of adjustments. There's a little flip-down stop in place with an adjustable set screw that allows you to set the depths of your cuts. The saw is belt-driven for nice smooth operation. There's a little light switch on the handle here, which I'll talk about more in a moment. Here's a second look at the small adjustable depth stop. The blade guard has a nice, smooth, easy travel to it. One really nice feature of this saw is all of the notches in place for the miter adjustment. All of the common miter angles are notched, so it allows you to quickly find the correct placement. On the rear, there's a nut to adjust the tension for all the bevel movement. There's a small latch to lock the arms into place to prevent any unwanted sliding. The bevel angle adjustment is notched, just like the one for the miter. To set the angle for bevel cuts, two levers need to be released. First, the one at the front, and then the one at the back. This might seem a bit redundant and annoying at first, but it's actually a pretty nice feature, because it helps to ensure that you get the correct angle for your cuts every time. Now that I've shown you almost all the features, let's try this bad boy out. For my inaugural cut, I'm just using a piece of oak from the scrap bin. This is the last cool feature that I wanted to talk about. Instead of using a typical laser guide, Delta installed something called Shadow Line, which very simply consists of multiple LEDs on either side of the blade, which, when turned on, casts a shadow line onto the piece to be cut. Again, very simple, but very intelligent. I found a larger chunk of scrap OSB to test out the full cut capacity of the saw. In its default configuration, I've found that the saw has a cut capacity of right around 13 inches. So I cut the OSB to a length of 13 inches, flipped it around, and tried it out. One thing to note is that this saw is actually capable of cutting up to 18 inches. However, in order to do that, you have to reconfigure things quite a bit, and I really don't see myself doing that. If I have a piece that big, I'll just use the table saw. The only downside that I've found so far with this saw is that it has a slightly larger footprint than my other miter saw, which really isn't a complaint. And realistically, I'm sure just like anything else that this thing's going to develop some quirks that are going to annoy me. But for now, I'm absolutely loving it. Well, that about does it for this one. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and if you did, please be sure to do all those normal things like liking, subscribing, commenting, ringing that bell, and share it with somebody. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. And as for you, why don't we see if we can get you back to normal size?
Sure, whatever you say there, big guy.
I'll go get the gauntlet.